Welcome back to NO To Lashon Hara, day 42. This entire series is being done as Refuah Shema for Chana Bat Simafega. We've already talked about the idea that if someone does something wrong, we as Jews have an obligation, hochiach tochiach et amitecha, that you must give them rebuke and tell them that they're doing something wrong so they can improve themselves. However, velotisa alav chet, you cannot sin yourself in giving him that rebuke. And what would that sin be? If you did it in a way where you disrespected the person, you brought them shame, you embarrassed them publicly. So let's say I see someone's doing something, absolutely, I know for sure that they're doing on purpose. I'm now obligated to come and tell them that what they've done is not correct. Now, what if I know absolutely that this person is not going to listen to my rebuke? So in this case, the obligation of hochiach tochiach, which means that you must rebuke, it takes a different form. Knowing that they're not going to listen to you, that means that you going to them and telling them that is pointless. So instead, a person is supposed to find someone that actually they will listen to. Let's say it's their rabbi or a parent or a very dear friend. And when you relate the information to that person, there are 3 specific conditions that you must absolutely make sure that are met. And if they are not met, then you are not allowed actually to share this information with this third party who you are hoping will give that rebuke to better the person. The first condition is that the third party, this person, this rabbi or this friend or this parent, they actually have to be someone who knows you and will believe what you're telling them. Because if they don't know you and if they maybe are a little bit doubtful of your report, then they're not going to do anything about it. And if they don't, then your Lashon Hara was for nothing. So it's not constructive that you told someone else that information, and then it's considered Lashon Hara. The second condition in involving this third party is that when you give the information over, it needs to be done in as clear and as sensitive a manner as possible. It can't be done over the top, yelling, screaming, with all sorts of drama and hysterics. It needs to be done succinctly, sensitively, privately, etc. The third condition is that that person that you're giving the information to also needs to be the type of person who's able to deal with the issue in a discreet and quiet way. Let's say the person you're going to tell this to may have a very strong personality. They're a bull in a china shop. They're going to start telling everyone what this person has done, or they're going to walk right up to them in the synagogue and shamble them publicly. If any of these 3 conditions are not present, then a person is not allowed to be able to go and involve that third person in order to rebuke them. And what the Torah is telling us here is something really, really important. The Torah is telling you that if someone's feelings are going to be hurt, if someone's reputation is going to be ruined, if someone is going to have people looking at them negatively, we are not allowed to be part of that. And who is that talking about? Here we're talking about someone who's actually done a sin on purpose. And not only that, he's the type of person that even if you went to tell him that he did something wrong, he wouldn't even listen to you. Still, the Torah says, without these 3 conditions, we have to protect his reputation. We want him to get better, but we don't want him to get better and that the price of him getting better is that he's actually destroyed. This concept teaches us how sensitive a Jew needs to be to another Jew, even when someone else does something wrong. We are connected to one another, Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh LaZeh, and we are responsible for one another. But that same responsibility that obligates us to make sure that they're doing the right thing also obligates us to make sure that they are all right. When we do this, and it comes from a place of love, respect, and sensitivity, then we wind up actually achieving the goal of communicating the message either personally or through a third party in a way which is helpful and constructive.